Linesight are a global project management and cost consultancy firm. We've been in operation for over 40 years. We're headquartered in Dublin, Ireland. We are present globally with 22 offices globally from North America, throughout Europe, Middle East and Asia Pacific. In the Middle East we've been in operation for over 11 years with offices both in Dubai, Riyadh and Bahrain.
When we moved into the region here, because of the economic crash in Europe in 2008, we set up our operation in Abu Dhabi. One of the first projects that we secured was the mixed-use development on Al Reem Island with the developer Tamu. Working on that project for 4 years, we then opened up our operations here in Dubai. One of our most prestigious projects then was the W Hotel and the ALF residence on the Palm Jumeirah. We've been on that project now for the last 6 years, and we've just handed over the hotel this year, and we'll be handing over the ALF residences, which thankfully is on time and on budget, the next 3 months. We've done a couple of other prestigious projects here in the region. We've just been working on the Emirates Towers project redevelopment with Dubai Holdings. We've done a number of data centres in the region, National Bank of Abu Dhabi, which is now FAB Bank. We've done their Tier 3 data centre in KZAD. We're also working with one of the telecoms providers here, doing 2 data centres. And again, data centres will be one of our key sectors globally. We have a lot of master service agreements with a lot of the Tier 1 data centre providers globally. So we'd have about 2,000 megawatts in terms of our global exposure. So for a small bespoke business, we would see data centres as one of our key sectors that we work on. Working into Saudi Arabia then, one of our key projects is the Al Faisali redevelopment. It's a 3 billion spend. We're working with the architects there, Gensler. So again, it's a mixed use development, hotel, retail, some commercial space along with some high-end residential. We've also worked on the Takar City redevelopment. That'll be a $4 billion development in Mecca. We've also worked on the Bahrain Bay redevelopment, providing project management services. So again, the mix of the projects, probably about 60% of our projects are cost management, 40% project management.
The market, from our experience over the last 5 years, has been challenging, particularly here in the UAE. However, we're operational across 3 regions in terms of Saudi Arabia, UAE and Bahrain. So fortunately, where one region might be challenging, it's picking up in the other regions. Bahrain for us has been particularly positive on the hospitality side, but certainly Saudi Arabia generally provides what we see as the most opportunities across a number of industry sectors. We're fortunate enough to operate across a large number of sectors, but in particular hospitality and data centres as well as life sciences is where we see the strong growth, not just in the UAE but across the Middle East generally. We've been fortunate enough again to have a strong portfolio, particularly in hospitality with the W Hotel. In Bahrain we have worked on the Al Sahal Resort development as well as the Bahrain Marina redevelopment. So hospitality, whilst it is challenging here in the UAE, in the other regions, Bahrain and in Saudi Arabia, we do see them as strong growth prospects for a company like Linesight, both on the project management as well as the cost consultancy side of things. In terms of our new projects, as we previously mentioned, data centres is one of the areas where we will see ourselves as being at the forefront in terms of project and cost management. The Middle East generally, it's been what we would classify as a slow burn. However, we do see a pickup in the data centre industry, and we are involved in 2 of the major data centres here in Dubai. In Saudi Arabia, there has been strong growth in the data centre industry. We've been involved in data centres there for at least 10 years. That will be one of our key growth sectors, and is certainly an industry that we will have targeted in terms of growth for the foreseeable future. The residential side of things, obviously it's challenging here in the UAE and generally throughout the Middle East. It has been good to us in the past, but it's a sector that we are involved with. But again, because it is challenging, we're waiting for the next opportunity to come out of that. Healthcare is something that we will and are targeting as a growth prospect, both here in the UAE as well as Saudi Arabia, particularly in the rehabilitation side of things. We see strong interest from a number of international clients and consultants in the healthcare side of things. We've been fortunate enough to work on a number of the major healthcare projects, SKMC in Abu Dhabi, as well as the Security Forces Medical City in Riyadh. Again, it's another one of our areas that we have specialist expertise in, and it's something that our international clients and consultants are particularly interested in talking to us about. So data centres, healthcare, as well as the life sciences is where we see strong growth prospects, both now as well as in today, 5 years from now.